Hello, I'm Stephen Cooley and welcome to the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. We've got beautiful homes for sale on today's show in your area, and I've got the lovely Julie Storm back on the show with me today. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here, Stephen.
We're in the middle of winter of 2016 and kicking off 2016 with a bang and also reflecting back on 2015.
I understand that y'all had some local awards ceremony here recently. And,
We did. The Keller Williams local area got together and gave out awards, and I'm very proud of my team that we won the top of awards in homes sold, representing sellers, representing buyers, total volume, number of homes sold, and if you add all the homes together, we did it right at about $103 million in real estate in 2015, all in the local market, and they gave out nice plaques and awards for that. Charlotte MLS system has about 9,000 realtor members, and for resale homes, we rank number one out of all those 9,000 realtors, and that even though it's called Charlotte MLS, it covers all of York County, Lancaster County, Chester counties, all that's included in that, and so it's an honor to be in the top, be the top one out of those 9,000 also. So it was fun to get those awards. This weekend we travel to New Orleans and we'll receive national awards. Last year we were number 2 in the world for Keller Williams.
Wow.
So we're shooting for number 1 or 2 this year, and we'll know next week.
I don't think things are going to slow down anytime soon here.
No, I think the real estate market's back, kicked off with a boom. Everybody just needs to keep their eyes on interest rates because that really controls what you pay for a house,
Right.
not the sales price. Sales price has so little to do with what you end up paying for a home.
But a
It's
couple
all-
of points can make a huge difference.
Yeah, 1 point makes a 10% increase in the price of a home, even if the home doesn't go up. And right now you got home prices going up and interest rates going up. So home prices will not be more affordable. If you look at how inexpensive it is to own a home, Julie, when I bought my first home in 1988, the interest rate was 14%. So on that little $60,000 house when I was 21 years old, the payment was almost $1,500 a month.
Wow.
And now that $1,500 a month payment would buy you a $300,000 home. And then you look at gas prices.
Right.
And so combine those two, and so much more money is staying at home now that people can spend on, save for college education, spend on other amenities that they want. So there's so much more money staying in the household with interest rates for houses and gas prices so low. So it's going to be a great year.
Well, and then I think you got some tips about taxes
Yeah,
in your head?
people who live in South Carolina need to understand that there's a good and bad to our property taxes. We have some of the cheapest taxes in the country for your home. If it's owner occupied and if it's your primary residence. The taxes are literally out of the 50 states, one of the cheapest. If you don't live in the home, if it's a second home, you know, a lot of second homes at the coast, if it's a rental property, if it's a business like we're sitting in here now, then that is assessed at some of the highest in the country, and that's where they make up for that difference. So it's at a 6% assessment versus a 4. A 4% is when you live in the home. A 6% is when you don't. When you go to buy a home and at the attorney's office, the attorney slides over a piece of paper that you need to fill out and send in to the tax assessor. If you don't do that, some attorneys aren't even very good at recommending that. We call and follow up on all our clients to make sure they did. But if you don't do that, you will be at that 6%.
I remember I got that one time.
Yeah.
I got to do that.
And that could mean a tax bill of instead of $2,000 a year, could be $6,000 or $7,000 a year. So I pulled up 10 random people who are assessed at 6%, and I called all 10 last week. 2, it was their primary residence. One had been paying the 6% for 9 years. She paid $38,000 more in property taxes on just a primary resident home than she was supposed to. She moved down from up north and thought it was normal to have a $6,000 or $7,000 tax bill. So I want to tell everyone how to check and make sure they're being assessed at the 4%. If you get on your laptop or your computer and go to yorkcountygov.com, then once you get to yorkcountygov.com, if you click on online services, Then you click on GIS Online. Then you click on GIS Easy Search. And then you click on Launch the Maps to York County Gov link. And there is where you type in your address. When your address comes up, on the bottom of the second page, it will say taxed assessed, and there'll be either a 4 or 6% number there. If it's 6 and it's your primary residence, you're paying 3 or 4 times the taxes you need to pay. From my random search, 20% of the test were overpaying on taxes. The other 8, it was businesses, it was a second home on Lake Wiley. They were supposed to pay the 6%. One was a rental property, but 2 of those people were living in that home and it was their primary residence.
Is there a certain time that you have to appeal that, or?
You can go back and appeal it. It's not easy, but the number one thing to do immediately is apply to have it at the 4 and correct what's currently going on and future going on. And then you might be able to reach out and say, I was assessed wrong. I don't know how that goes, but really truly everyone needs to check that, because if you moved here and you didn't get the form filled out and mailed to the right place, and then you are assessed at that 6%. And again, all our clients we follow up on, but I find that very unique in the real estate industry and in the attorney who closed it, that buyers are not getting followed back up on. So you definitely want to do that, and everyone check and make sure they're being assessed at 4% if it's their primary residence and where they live.
Well, that's some good information, because I
Yeah.
think everybody wants a little bit more money
Yeah,
in their pocket.
the 2 people I called, it will literally save them tens of thousands of dollars, and they're really glad I called.
can
I don't
imagine
have
so.
time to call every single person assessed at 6%, but I do want people to be able to go online and check it themselves. So there's a tip there. Thank you for being on today's show.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing up the awards. It's an honor to be recognized amongst my peers. And please, if you've got any questions on this, if you want to call into my office, we can walk you through the steps on checking this online. They don't make it easy. There's about 5 clicks you've got to do, and you can reach us at 803-985-1240 if you'd like your home shown on the show. You can also call that number, 803-985-1240, and we'll put your home on the TV show too. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back. I hope you've enjoyed watching the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. If you're interested in advertising your business on the program, please give us a call at 803-326-2777. Join us next week for more discussions on real estate topics and help in finding your perfect home. Thanks for watching.